Call the Kitty Hawk Town Council to order this Monday, March 4th, 2019, Kitty Hawk Town Hall. It's now 6 p.m. Welcome to those that are present and those that will watch later. Would you join us for a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, next we need approval of the agenda, and I need to add a Tateway Culvert change order. Willie keeps messing with us here. Do I hear a motion to approve the amended agenda?
Motion to approve.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There are none. All right, public comment. Anyone signed up?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Catherine Heath.
Good evening, and I just wanted to thank the town council for passing the resolution opposing the proposed insurance rate increase. I was one of the people who went on last Tuesday with the Board of Realtors to speak at their public comment, and I appreciate the fact that you have passed this resolution and took the stand against it. I don't know, the insurance rates are I'm struggling with them. My rates have gone up every year, regardless of rate increase approvals or not. And my policy runs from September to September, so I haven't even seen the effects of the October increase. And I shudder to think what it's going to be. So I appreciate your passing that resolution. Thank you.
Thank you. That's one of the easier ones we deal with. Not a problem. And unfortunately, with all the automobiles that have been flooded all over the country, first you're scared to buy one, and second, that's going up as well. So it doesn't stop there.
And it's just that the impact on the beach is so out of proportion.
I agree.
I lived in Raleigh when Fran went through. I lived outside of Charlotte right after Hugo went through. It doesn't make sense.
I agree. Thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, sir. Jessica.
I'm sorry?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Can't say my name, not really. I'm Jessica Loza. I'm from the League of Women Voters, and every year we put out a citizen's guide, and it has everything in it from voter registration to septic permits to turtles to marriage licenses. Anything you need, it's organized by chapter in the front. There's an index in the back, so you're welcome to take it. Lynn said it was one of their favorite things that we do. So the League of Women Voters also welcomes men, even in spite of our title. We're nonpartisan. You can be affiliated or non-affiliated, and our goal is just to get information out and make sure that people vote, and they vote based on information. So that's our goal, and thank you very much. Take it as you like.
Thank you. And they are useful, and they've been very useful long before the internet came along.
Speaking of the internet, the whole thing's on the web too. The website's right here, and you can go through it, search on the web also.
Great, thank you.
Anyone else?
That's all.
Okay. Does anyone else wish to speak at this public comment? Let the record show no one came forward. All right, next is consent agenda. Do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There are none. All right, now we've got nothing removed. Planning. And we're in the schedule of public hearing on a conditional use permit. Do I hear a motion on that?
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion.
All right?
I move to set a public hearing at the Town Council meeting on April 1st, 2019, to consider a conditional use permit to allow a gas station to be located at 6100 North Croatan Highway.
All right, does that have a second?
A second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There are none. All right. Now we have an unscheduled item. I'm going to put it in here, Liam. The Tateway Culvert change order, trying to get Tateway in a position where we can pump the daggone thing is not only expensive, but every time we turn around, there's something new to add to it. But we need to get it done, so the first question before I ask for a motion is, we got the money to do this extra?
Yes, we do.
We've got a place to pull it from.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, with that in mind, and Willie, I will say that whatever they do over there, when they were putting those power poles in, they cut through cables and stuff. We don't want to be a party to that, all right? Okay. I think there was a recommended motion. Do I hear a motion for that?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to approve the change order for the Tateway Emergency Pumping Facility in the amount of $12,078, increasing the total project cost to $50,265.
Second?
All right, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There are none. Marching right along, Mr. Town Manager, you're up.
I have no comments this evening.
All right, how about the town attorney?
There's an echo. No comments from me.
All right, town council, and before I turn loose on any one of you, we left an open question on points of interest for the rec committee and Shelby Hines. Has any of you thought about that and where you might recommend we proceed?
I did get an email today from Melody talking about the grant money that was available through the Government Access Channel to do some historical videos.
Okay,
And what the staff has asked of me is to try to bring forward some names of people that they can talk with to try to coordinate the video guy being there to be able to videotape it. So if anybody has any names of anyone, or if anybody in the public knows of anyone that may want to participate, if they could just please get in touch with me, or maybe call Lynn or Sandy at the town hall so we can try to coordinate that.
okay. I like that. That's probably the best way to go. We're not posting signs someplace that's in somebody's right-of-way or the state right-of-way, that sort of thing. So-
Yeah, and I think it will be good PR for the town as well when vacationers are here in the summertime to get a little.
And they're
more.
always looking for something to put on that, and
Yeah.
that would be good.
It'll run on a
Okay.
rotation, and it won't be, the same person hopefully all the time. It'll be different people, or a culmination of,
Right.
5 or 6 people giving details and information. So I think it'll be good.
Okay. I have about 3 names I can give you right off the top. so,
Great.
Yeah. All right.
I also found something, I believe it was in the back of the land use plan, or somewhere buried in the middle of the land use plan, which was an old map that has very few roads, very few landmarks that you can actually, that you can grasp. But it has a lot of the old names and a lot of ditches names and ridge names and other things like that. And perhaps that would be something that we could somehow include if we're ever going to, put this on anything but a video, or
Yeah.
maybe even make it available
Sure.
for people somewhere.
I think that Melody would probably like to have that, because I think her goal is to also have this information like on a YouTube channel, so that people could be referred from the website to look at that. Let's just say, for instance, that some child's doing a school project on Kitty Hawk that lives in Ohio or wherever, that they could then refer to that as well
That
through the
this,
internet.
was
So
going
I
on
think the
like-
map would be a great thing to add.
Okay. If you have that, you might.
I could dig it up again.
Okay.
It's not a
I
problem.
think I have it, but I'll have to dig onto it to follow it. All right, anything else on that subject? All right, Tina, you got anything else for us?
Yes, sir?
Jeff?
Yeah, I would just like to thank all the volunteers with Better Beaches OBX. I went I went down on the beach, I think it was either Saturday or Sunday, and they were hard at work and moving their trees and planting the grass. And Donnie was nice enough to show me some of the places that they had started and the progress of holding the sand. And it's really nice of these folks to go out there on their spare time. And I just would like to let everybody know that's listening that, that these people are out here on their spare time helping us to protect our dunes. So I'd just like to thank those people.
Good, I agree.
I understand from the grapevine that we have identified the ownership of the missing segment on our Living Shoreline project, that we can, that you're going to be pursuing getting that through CAMA so we can get that last segment put together.
Indeed. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That will be wonderful. I'm really excited. Who's taking the names of people who want to volunteer to plant grass when it's time?
Donna King has kind of been,
In the marsh, too?
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's already got people lined up, I think. So, there's other things afoot on that, so I'm not sure where that last segment's going to wind up, but I'll let you know once I know more, okay? Anyway, and in the section she's talking about, the owner of the section died, and there's a hiccup with the estate, and there are 3 siblings involved, and that always gets complex. So that's the only reason that kind of got left out of the mix. There is one other section that won't be done, and that is because the owner that originally had it 2 years ago said he didn't have a problem. It's right in the middle of the project. And then he sold the property, and the new owner has a problem. And we're not going to get that gap filled. That's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. So there's going to be a gap there right in the middle of the project.
It does work, because we rode
Yeah, I
down
know,
there
but
one day, the wind was up, and there were whitecaps on the Sound, and you could visibly see that the water on the shore side of the Living Shoreline, the whatever they're called, the bulkheads or whatever, not a bulkhead, but
They're called seals.
structures.
They're called seals.
The sills, the water on the land side of the sills definitely did not have as much energy. And the segments where there are no sills, you could see the water coming up and chewing away. So hopefully, the new owner will recognize that it might be something he needs to think about.
Not this go-around on
Not this
construction.
go-round, but what I'm trying to say is, this
Yeah.
ship has sailed.
Yeah, that ship has sailed, and we'll see how it goes and how the difference is. All right, you got anything?
We as council, we're always thanking our staff, our department for what they do. I think we've got the best department, all police, fire, Willie, Public Works, the time staff, there's no doubt in my mind, we've got the best. Sergeant Wiggins, I'm directing my comments now to you. In light of a press release that came out last week, I know you're in a profession, we're in a profession where you're not always going to make people happy. I understand that. Been dealing with it for 42 years. Last week went too far. And I just wanted to let you know, to relay to Chief Johnson and your entire department, you have this council's full support and thanks for what you do each and every day. And I just wanted to say that.
Okay. The mayor has no clue what you're talking about, but that's okay. I'll find out later.
Thank you, Duke.
All right. Okay. Well, the only other thing I'll add, Chief Kelly, I'm getting reports that you're getting extra volunteers. We're doing good in that section?
Did you say Chief Talley?
Tally? Yeah.
Yes, we are, I think we are up to 12 now, so my goal was 10, so we passed that goal, and now we just need to see how we're going to support it, so we'll figure that out too.
Good. That's good. I'm real glad to hear that, because that's still the heart of our fire department, and will continue to be. All right. I don't have anything else. Any public comment? Let the record show no one came forward. I motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All right, got it. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There's never none. Thank you.